Good day. I am LMHR Prieto from BSN1A. I chose self-regulation of cell reaction, enzymes and enzyme inhibition. Imagine, your body is a massive, bustling city. Millions of things need to happen every second just to keep the lights on. Breaking down the food you ate for breakfast, building muscles and clearing out waste. If left to happen on their own, these chemical processes would be painfully slow. It would take years to digest a single meal. So, how does our body survive? Think of enzymes as the cellular construction workers or ultimate matchmakers. They speed up chemical reactions so life can happen in real time. In biochemistry, we call them biological catalysts. Enzymes are highly specific. They are usually proteins and they have a special group on them called an active site. The molecules the enzyme wants to change is called the substrate. Think of it like a lock and a key. Only the right key or the substrate fits into the lock or the enzyme's active site. When they lock together, the enzyme quickly transforms the substrate into something new, called the product, and then release it. Yes. The best part, the enzyme doesn't get used up. It immediately looks for another substrate to do it again. Enzyme inhibitors are molecules that interact with enzymes to decrease their activity based on how and why they bind. They are classified into three primary types: the competitive, non-competitive, and uncompetitive inhibitions. Competitive inhibition, the inhibitors structurally resembles the natural substrate. It directly competes with the substrate for access to the active site of the enzyme. If the inhibitor gets there first, it blocks the substrate from binding. However, this can overcome by significantly increasing the substrate concentration. While the non-competitive inhibitions, the inhibitor binds to a completely different site on the enzyme known as the allosteric site. When the non-competitive inhibitions binds, it changes the overall shape of the enzyme. This prevents the chemical reaction from occurring, even if the substrate managed to bind to the active site. Increasing substrate's concentration does not overcome this type of inhibition. And uncompetitive inhibition. The inhibitor does not bind the free enzymes. Instead, it waits for the substrate to bind first, creating an enzyme substrate or ES complex. The uncompetitive inhibitor binds especially to this ES complex or enzyme substrate complex, locking it in place and preventing the enzyme from releasing the product. Why does any of these matter to you? Because understanding enzyme inhibitions is literally how we save lives. When you have a headache and take an ibuprofen, that drug acts as a competitive inhibitor. It blocks the enzymes that produce the chemicals causing pain and inflammation in your body. When the doctors use penicillin to fight a bacterial infection, it inhibits the enzyme the bacteria needs to build its cell walls, causing the bacteria to burst. By knowing how to control these cellular workers, we can cure diseases and keep our bodies in perfect balance. And that's all. Thank you for watching.